Shalom, all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. A double honor to the apostle elders of GMS that taught me the truth, and the elder bishops of GMS, and Akim that has a life daily, pushes truth for sincerity, and a few Aquaf lesson learning. Once again, my name is Inon with GMS Detroit Camp. Pray this video be edifying to the hopeful elect, and this video is on the chariots. A copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship in education and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might be otherwise infringing. So I ain't trying to make no money off of this video. I'm doing this for edification. And this video is on this right here. You know, on this right here.
Tuesday, where they wrote the Pentagon. It's interesting, Jeremy. I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon guy, a UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down. Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon.
And
hey, Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon.
I finally received. This is really.
In fact,
Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon. Jeremy,
and it said the chariot is like a fathership. They say mothership, but it's a fathership because this is the ship Yahawashi is flying in. And this is also the curse that go over the face of the whole earth. So, so with that said, my first scripture is Zechariah, the 5th chapter, verse 1. And I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roe. The length of is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. And Zechariah 5:3, then he said unto me, this is the curse that go over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it. And not only that, you know, matter of fact, I don't know why this thing want to give me a hard time, so I could just grab it. And this thing right here, a Yahawashi and the Most High rides on these ships. You know, matter of fact, Yahawashi has a chariot the size of a mountain. According to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Let me get that. It goes, 2nd Ezra 13 is the second coming of Yahawashi. He's coming in a chariot big as the size of a mountain. And I'm gonna just start at the top. 2nd Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there rose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heavens, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And this is Yahawashi and the return of Yahawashi and the angels. Coming to gather up the hopeful elect and to make war. And whensoever his voice went out of his mouth, they all burned that heard the voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. and fire from the chariots and from the intercontinental missiles. Because when this thing goes down, it's also going to be around World War III, because that's when Yahawashi and the angels are finally going to return to gather up the hopeful elect. The scriptures say the elect shall scarcely be saved. While them nukes are flying, the elects are going to be saved and delivered. Yahawashi is coming twofold, to bring salvation and to bring war and take down all these nations. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heavens, and the four winds are north, south, east, west, and to subdue the man that came out of sea. The chariots will encompass the whole earth, so there will be armies from all nations coming from the four winds, coming to fight Yahawashi. Four winds attempting to fight Yahawashi and the angels. In the book of Revelations, Revelation 19 and 11. I'm gonna get that too. And attempting to fight Yahawashi and the angels. In the book of Revelations, the multitude is referred as to the beast and out of the sea, from outer space. Yahawashi is coming from outer space. And when he returned, that's the reason why they got the Hubble telescope. What's the other one? The Webb telescope. They got all these telescopes pointing out to space, because they gonna see Yahawashi coming. Before he gets here. As scripture says, it's going to be a war in heaven, and that's when the angels, Yahawashi angels, the Most High and Yahawashi angels fighting against Esau and the other nation angels before Yahawashi and the angels get to crack the atmosphere of the earth. And that's the reason why America got a space force. All these other nations got a space force. And that's going to be fulfilling of the prophecy. There was a war in heaven. And the dragon and his angels fought against, and that's talking about Esau and the other nations. Because don't nobody want to go out of power. They're going to fight to try to retain it. But a resistance is futile. Because Yahawashi is going to make quick work with you. You're not going to be able to beat him. No matter whatsoever you try. And man, the Most High gonna put a spirit in them, even though they're scared. Matter of fact, let's keep reading. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And a precept that good for that one is let me see, in fact, where yet? Habakkuk. Habakkuk 3. And 3. And Yahawah came from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran, Shalah, and his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. The skies is going to be blotted out by the presence of Yahawashi and the chariots of the angels. It's going to be so many chariots. It is going to blot out the sun. And his brightness was as the light, and he had horns coming out of his hand, and there was no hiding of his power. and break down. A light is metaphorically for the wisdom of the Most High, as well as literally the lights from the chariots. And horns, the breakdown of horns coming out of his hand, laser beams, concentrated energy from the chariots. They're gonna be hitting people like a war of the world, beating, turning them to disintegrating them all the way to dust. You know. And before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. The intercontinental missiles. While it's going to be happening, while all this happened, and he stood and measured the earth, and he beheld and drove sunders the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered, and the perpetual hills did bow, and his ways are everlasting. And that's the precept right there. That's the perfect precept to follow, that one where he stood. And a matter of fact, back to 2nd Ezra 13 and 13 and 16. After this I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And 2nd Ezra, that other scripture was good for that. And also this one right here. In fact, let me grab it. This is Zechariah 6:1. And I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between the 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. And in the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariots black horses. And this gives you a perfect example about the so-called FatherShip, other chariots coming out from among the other chariots. And the third chariot, white horses, and the fourth chariot, grizzle and bay horses. And I answered and said unto the angel that talked to me, what are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, these are 4 spirits of the heavens, which go forth from the standing from behind, but before Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of all the earth. And man, I just can't wait. When this thing goes down, man, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, just like Independence Day. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi about to do some great work. Matter of fact, let's keep it going. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 13. I would have seen the region or the place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. The chariot was so massive, it was the size of a mountain. A literal mountain. That's how big it was. Ezra couldn't see the end from one end from the horizon all the way to the other end of the horizon. That's how massive the chariot that Yahawashi is going to be flying in. And after this I beheld, and lo, they which were gathered together to do him were sore afraid, yet thirst to fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude, he neither lifted up his hand nor held any sword or any instrument of war. Like I said, Yahawashi is going to make quick work of him. It's going to be easy work for Yahawashi to take down the rulers of this world. But I only saw that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongues he cast out sparks and a tempest. and they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that a sudden innumerable multitude was nothing perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. The breakdown of this: the armies that fight against Yahawashi will be completely obliterated. When Yahawashi returns, he's coming to take down all the world leaders' power. They military, you know. He's taking them out. He's setting up the kingdom for him to rule. Matter of fact, a few more scriptures on the chariots, because man, I can't wait for this day, because when Yahawashi returns, it's going to be the end of their kingdom, you know. And man, there is no coming back from them, you know. They ain't coming back like what's the name of that movie? Judgment Day research, Independence Day resurgence. No, they no. Esau is not coming back. This is gonna be finito. It's a wrap, you know. Matter of fact, one last scripture I want to get is Revelations. It's Revelations. I want Revelations. Revelations 19 and 11. I'm gonna end it with that, because a Yahawashi is not coming to play nice guy. You know, a scripture say, "Woe unto you," you know, that want the day of the Lord. What shall the end be? The end is going to be the utter destruction of all these world leaders, power, and the beginning of the next kingdom of Yahawashi, and the setting up for the kingdom for the children of Israel. So this is my last scripture, and Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon it. The white horse is a metaphor for the chariot, you know, and he that sat upon it was called Faithful and True, and righteousness he doth judge and make war. And Yahawashi come with a armada, you know, just like the Chronicles of Riddick. Yahawashi come with an armada, and he's going to subdue all the world nations. Power. And a lot of them gonna go into the thermonuclear bunkers, try to hide from this onslaught by Yahawashi and the angels. Once the Most High finally allow them to come down here and gather up the hopeful elect, Yahweh Ratazam of the hopeful elect, or the 1/3, and man, I can't wait for this day, because I'm tired of this kingdom that we're in right now. But I know a few prophecies had to wait. We have to wait for the MOTB to be fully implemented, and where all the world have to be a party of it. Jacob's trouble, famine of the word, and World War III, in that order. And then Yahawashi and the angels finally return. And righteousness he does judge and make war. So when Yahawashi returns, he's not coming to play a nice guy. He's coming to make war and give out judgment. He's not giving out hugs or none of that. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, And his name was called the Word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And you know how we know his name was called the Word? John 1:1. That he's the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. And a white horses are a metaphor for chariot. A horse is a show of power. Clothed with fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as he treadeth the wine press of the fierceness, wrath of the Almighty power. And when he returns, he's not being Mr. Nice Guy. He's not coming like a man no more. He's coming as an angelic power. And he's coming to take this world. Take his kingdom. You know? So, you know, that's it on this one. I pray this video will be edifying. I'm going to play the video again where they talk again. But, to let you know that, Yahawashi, we only waiting for a few more prophecies. Yahawashi is waiting for this day. So am I. And I can't wait to get out of this kingdom and the beginning of the next one. So with that said, Shalom. I'm going to play some more of this.
I want to talk to you for a second.
And
the Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon guy, a UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down. Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon guy, the UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially...
Shalom, a parent craft, a FatherShip, not no mothership, a FatherShip. So Shalom.